These are university students studying computer science, and they all need jobs when they are done. Government is proud of this skilled manpower to prop up businesses like business process outsourcing.
In the BPO strategy, of course, is geared towards solving unemployment using ITS services. So it talks about the kind of skills that Uganda needs to have in place to improve this sector. In many cases, you'll find that we already have a young dynamic force that actually is well educated to handle these services.
This is what happens in business outsourcing, for example. A company anywhere in the world, say Canada, will contract a company in Uganda its customer care services via the internet. The Canadian customer will have no idea that the person speaking is a Ugandan. Several private sector players want to tap into this opportunity, but there is so much to contend with that government has to help.
Some of the incentives that we've requested for from the government include subsidies on electricity, rent. Rent is very high, you'll appreciate that. In some uptake places in town, rent goes for as much as $25 per square meter, which would be too high. We've requested for subsidies on internet because the cost of 1 meg in Uganda is about $600 plus VAT. When you compare that with our neighbors in Kenya, they're paying $60 for the same meg. And that renders us uncompetitive at this level.
That makes internet cost in Uganda 10 times more expensive. There is also a local market which requires much work to capture.
The market here is very limited, because of which they are slightly apprehensive about data security or how is it going to work. We don't know these guys, So those are some basic apprehensions which you will overcome as you start doing some small campaigns.
Meanwhile, government is also working on standards for the BPO sector.
There must be a minimum standard of how you handle people's information. So that is one aspect. The other, the quality of service. Expected, there's international standards by ISO, International Standards Organization, which spell out the quality of service your BPO operators are supposed to handle.
Business process outsourcing for government is a tool for youth employment, yet still, the realities of doing business are alive. Here is where subsidization could make sense. Samuel Setumba, NTV, Business.